It has been 3 weeks and 3 days since my last cigarette. And a lot of people have reached out to ask how I'm doing. Well, so far, so good. As you'll learn in this segment, cigarettes are barely even in the top 10 of things I want to set on fire right now. So let's get right to the news, shall we? We'll start with the story that was dominating my inbox this week. Special shout out to Lisa for sending it first to ScathingNews@gmail.com. But thanks to everybody who sent it, because holy shit, is this a perfect encapsulation of the themes we've been focusing on for the last 7 or 8 years. This is, of course, the story of Kat Cammack, a Florida lawmaker who helped push through the state's draconian and potentially deadly 6-week abortion ban, and then helped demonstrate how potentially deadly it was by needing emergency medical care the law banned. So this is the story of an ectopic pregnancy, which honestly shouldn't even be called a pregnancy. It's what we call it when the embryo implants in the fallopian tube. This is not a viable pregnancy any more than a blister on her toe would have been. And because of where it was implanted, it was super dangerous. She absolutely needed to get it removed. So she went to the emergency room, but found the doctors hesitant to treat her because they were worried about prosecution under the state's draconian law. But here's the twist. In Cammack's tell of the story, the problem wasn't the misogynistic, homicidal law that she voted for. It was all those damn lefties who told people what was in it. Seriously, she blamed the left for scaring those doctors into not understanding the law. She says she had to argue with the doctors and pull up the actual wording of the law before they'd agreed to perform the procedure. And at no point did it occur to her while telling this story that the alternative version, where a person comes in with this problem and doesn't know the letter of the law, they just die. But apparently, that would be our fault too. I also need to update you on the story of Adriana Smith. She was the corpse the state of Georgia was keeping on life support against her family's will because she was pregnant. The baby was delivered by emergency cesarean and weighed only 1 pound, 13 ounces. He's currently on a ventilator, but expected to survive. If not, the family gets a bonus tragedy to suffer through. If so, they get a newborn that nobody asked for to raise for the next 18 years. And not to overload you with terrifying news here, but I also need to mention a story that was sent to us by Bambi. It's about a sheriff in Johnson County, Texas, who figured if your county is named after a prick, he might as well be one. So when parents of a young woman suspected her of getting an abortion, he tapped into thousands of license plate readers all over the country to try to track her down. That is, to try to track down a person he suspected of leaving the state to get an abortion, which is illegal. Now, I should note that there's a lot of heat on him for doing this. It seems pretty clear that he broke laws along the way, like it's specifically illegal to use license plate data in Illinois to do exactly what he was doing. So there may be repercussions for this, but one way or the other, it's a chilling reminder of both what they're doing and what they're capable of doing. And on that chilling reminder, and a quick thanks for all the messages of support on my journey to non-smokerhood, I'll wrap things up here and hand you back over to Noah, Heath, and Eli.